Class 9 children, today we will learn a new chapter, and I will say this is the chapter for the first time you are learning, because you learn geometry, arithmetic, algebra, mensuration and other things in lower classes, but trigonometry you are learning for the first time in class 9. So very interesting chapter, and let me tell you, new but easiest chapter to learn, an interesting chapter to learn. So let us begin this chapter 19, trigonometrical ratios. So you can see there are two triangles, both the triangles are right angle triangles, because whenever there is 90 degree, one of the angle of a triangle is 90 degree, such triangle is called right angle triangle. This is also right angle triangle, this is also right angled triangle, both the triangles are right angle triangle. Now you can see one angle theta I have shown here at this portion, and in this diagram I have shown angle theta at this portion. Now what is that logic and technique behind this? In this chapter we will learn. And let me tell you children, in this chapter the triangle which exist, they are only right angle triangle. We cannot speak about other triangles. So right angle triangle is very important for this chapter. So let us begin. I have written, like before starting the formula, this formula, it might be very difficult for you to understand or for you to learn, but there is one small sentence which will help us to understand this formula very easily. So what is that sentence? Let us first speak about that. So let me begin. Some people have curly brown hair turns permanently black. Now you might be saying, sir, what a funny sentence you have written, why you wrote this? But in this funny sentence children, lots of knowledge are there, and which will help you to understand trigonometry very easily and this formula. So here sum stands like sum. Here S we have beginning, this S stands for sine theta, and here P means perpendicular, and here this have H means hypotenuse. Now sine theta equal to perpendicular by hypotenuse. Now what is that sine theta? Like actually it is SIN sin, but I am reading it sine. Why? Because children, actually it is SINE, but we don't write E in the formula part, but actually the full name is SINE. So that's why sine theta, but don't read it as sin theta. When we see SIN, it is sin, but as E is missing here, so you have to read sine theta. Sine theta equal to P by H. Like you can see, if there is theta here, then a 90 degree is here, then where there is, and this theta also is called acute angle. Now you might be saying, what is acute angle? Any angle less than 90 degree is called acute angle. Now this angle definitely is less than 90 degree, because the sum total of three angles of a triangle is 180, and if this alone is 90 degree, the remaining two will be less than 90. So this is an acute angle. And now if this is acute angle, then the line in which 90 degree as well as acute angle lies, that is called base. So this is base. Automatically the standing part is perpendicular, and this is hypotenuse. We have already learned this in Pythagoras theorem also. So very easy for you. But in this diagram you can see perpendicular is here, but here I wrote perpendicular here, and this base is here, but I wrote here. That means what I mean to say is here that in this diagram base will be this, perpendicular will be this, and hypotenuse as usual no changes, same. Now that means wherever there is acute angle, in that line where there is acute angle and there is 90 degree, that line should be always considered as base. So this is base because there is acute angle here and here is 90 degree. So this is base. And why here it was base? Because acute angle was here and 90 degree was here. And that means base and perpendicular may change according to the situation of acute angle, but hypotenuse will never change. So let us come to the formula children now. Sine theta, here sum S stands for sine, theta is acute angle, so theta. Had it been alpha, then I will write alpha, sine alpha. Had it been beta, then I will write sine beta, but there is theta, so I wrote sine theta. Perpendicular by hypotenuse, P perpendicular, H hypotenuse. curly brown hair, C cos theta. C stands for cos theta. Brown, B stands for base. Hair, H stands for hypotenuse. Turns permanently black, T stands for tan theta. Permanently P, that is perpendicular, and black, B stands for base. Now cosec theta is opposite of sin theta. If sin theta is P by H, cosec theta will be H by P. They will interchange. H goes up, P comes down. And sec theta is opposite of cos theta. Whatever is the value of cos theta, opposite will be the value of sec theta. B by H becomes H by B. Cot theta is opposite of tan theta. P by B becomes B by P. So this sentence helps us to remember all these 6 formulas very easily. As Pythagoras theorem you all know, H is hypotenuse equal to perpendicular square plus base square root over. Perpendicular equal to hypotenuse square minus base square root over, and base equal to hypotenuse square minus perpendicular square root over. Few days ago we have learned this chapter, so I think you all know this formula. Now on this formula I will do some questions. So please children, very easy this sentence and try to understand the situation of location of base and perpendicular according to the location of theta, that is acute angle. So now I have a question here. Question number 1. Given that tan theta equal to 5 by 12 and angle theta is acute angle. Think theta is the acute angle. Here theta is acute angle. And we know that also. Find sin theta and cos theta. So what I did, solution. Now tan theta is given. Tan theta is 5 by 12. Same thing I wrote. But as we all know, tan theta is perpendicular by base, turns permanently black. This helps us to P by B. So what I wrote, tan theta is 5 by 12 given P by B from the formula. That means 5's place is perpendicular, 12's place is base. So we can say therefore perpendicular equal to 5 unit and base equal to 12 unit. 5 unit, and this way we have to compare. Now perpendicular and base given. That means who is not given? Hypotenuse is not given. Question mark. Now why we need hypotenuse? Because you have to find the value of sin theta and cos theta, and sin says P by H because sin theta is P by H. So P by H means we need H, but we don't have H here. So H equal to Pythagoras theorem, P square plus B square root over. P is 5 and base is 12. 5 square plus 12 square root over. 5 square is 25, 12 square is 144 root over, and if you add 169 root over, and root over 169 is 13 unit. So now we have perpendicular base as well as now we have hypotenuse as 13 unit. So our question was to find sin theta. So sin theta equal to P by H because sin theta is P by H. So now we can say P is 5, P is 5 and H is just now we got 13. So 5 by 13. Cos theta is curly brown hair. Curly means cos, brown means base, hair means hypotenuse, B by H. So B just now we know 12 and hypotenuse we got as 13. 12 by 13 is our answer. So children, very interesting. I think you all understood and very simple. So one value will be given, you can find other values. So combined way this formula and this both formula works together. So first this comes and then this comes and then finally we can find anything. You can repeat my video again and again and you can learn this chapter. This is very easy and interesting chapter. And now look at my video and try to do my homework. Thank you children.